Okay. All right. So I was just sharing with the girls before Kristen and Brooke, you guys jumped on, that I just wanted to share with you guys some of the takeaways that I got from the corporate training that we were at last week. And then Kristen and Don, if you don't mind, I wanted to kind of have you guys just share, briefly what your takeaways were from it. I know everybody got a lot out of it from when I talked with them. Again, I definitely recommend, if there are corporate trainings in the area, any sort of personal development trainings. I was really bummed I couldn't go to the John C. Maxwell training that happened last week. But I just I couldn't move my schedule around to get out of work. So definitely, use those trainings. Certainly some trainings cost more than others. This corporate training was, what was it, like $8 that we paid? So, I mean, it wasn't bad, but definitely I got a lot out of it. But primarily what I took from it was basically getting in the right mindset for everything that is going to come in life. We're constantly going to be surrounded by challenges and obstacles. And I think we've all kind of had that month where we're not, and it could even just be personal. It has nothing, it doesn't have to do also sometimes with business. We've all kind of hit some rough patches, the past few weeks, and that's going to happen in life. And I think one of the things he talked about was owning your success, and don't be afraid to know that you are in control. You have no control over the activity of, you can certainly provide the tools to your coaches and provide the trainings to your coaches, but ultimately they have to align their goals with their actions. And it directly, so your coaches can say they're committed, and they can say that they're ready to be a business builder, and you put them in the right place, but ultimately they're the ones that has to do the work. And a lot of times I struggle with that, because I try to work with coaches individually, and sometimes they just don't do the 3 vital behaviors, and they're struggling, and you kind of have to step aside and say, okay, you've done all you can. It's just they have to kind of get their goals aligned and figure out what works for them. So he talked about being committed 100%. So when we hit obstacles, we don't let fear or, setbacks step in our way. We continue to believe, and we stay committed to those goals. And he talked a lot about personal development and, being able to be patient with our imperfections. We all have them. It's important to be able to recognize those imperfections, be willing to work on them, and just know that this is a process. And, there's going to be setbacks, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, but, continuing to increase your belief and, building that confidence is what he really focused on. He got to share with us a personal story that kind of went hand in hand with the success of Beachbody. And he talked about a personal story that he went through with running a full marathon. He did this for his 2 children that were diagnosed with Fragile X syndrome, and he needed to raise money so that they could pay for, they decided that they wanted to have more children, and they needed to raise money for the IVF treatment that they had decided to go for. So they raised all this money. He ran this marathon. It wasn't easy. There was a bunch of challenges during the marathon. He ended up going the wrong way during the marathon. So he was running for miles and miles, and he was going the wrong way. So he ended up popping his knee. There was all sorts of challenges that, just related to life in general, that we go through these ups and downs, but he never gave up. He went through it. He raised the money. They did the IVF treatment, and it failed. Another setback. So it failed. He continued to push forward. They ended up getting pregnant on their own and had 2 more children. And they did not have Fragile X syndrome. So it was a really powerful story that we got to hear from him, and he was able to relate tidbits of information that related to Beachbody and about owning your success. What else? I'm trying to see what else I want to add. Kristen, do you want to add anything from the 5 steps to owning your success? Was there like a big takeaway that you had from the corporate training that you wanted to share with the coaches that weren't local to be able to be here for that?
I think you kind of summed it up pretty well. The biggest thing, it was just interesting to me because I've been to, I guess, trainings, and that's not what I expected, in a very positive way. You think of trainings and I think I'm going to go listen to somebody lecture and tell me how to do something. But I guess he was a great speaker. And one of the big things for me was how he used his story, and kind of went back and forth. And, I think that it was probably on purpose, obviously, but just without him saying it, he showed us and gave a huge example of how we should be sharing our story and how we should be relating it to what we're sharing with people.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was huge for me, and just in general, the story. And like you said, owning your success, but also owning your failures, and stepping up to the plate and pushing forward through challenges. So overall, I thought it was great. And I did share. Did I share it? I shared it in the Healthy for Life group, right? Is that where we put our video?
Yeah.
And I did a snapshot of my notes too that had the 5 steps because I thought.
Good. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, and pretty cut and dry. So. Good.
Dawn, how about you? I know that I think you're the only one on the call the other person that was there. What were some of your takeaways from the training? Did you find it helpful? Were you glad you went?
Yeah, no, I thought it was really motivating. I apologize. I'm not feeling really well. I'm kind of parked out on the couch tonight, and this is the best lighting that I have right here.
Oh, no, you're fine.
And the husband's working late still, so I have a little guy jumping all around me, getting everything. Something that really, it was something that I'm glad that I went to. I was definitely motivating, inspiring. And you summed it up very well. So one of the other things that resonated with me was when he was running his marathon and he hurt himself, and his wife pulled up the car next to him and said, "Come on, honey, I'll take you to the finish line. We'll still get the money." And he said, "No, I want to finish this myself." And you get a lot of that in your life, people saying, "You're doing a good job. You did good. You don't need to reach that. You don't have to work harder and reach that goal." Because I know my goal every month has been Success Club 5, and my husband's very supportive, but then also in the sense that he's that person in the car pulling up next to me, and you did a good job, just take a break when it's like 2 days left in the end of the month. So that's just something that
I'm glad you brought that up. That's so true in this business. And, we have goals locked in our head, and we also have people that may not get that motivation that we have and understand what it means to us. And so we'll have people say, "Oh, don't worry. You don't need to do your inviting today," or this kind of goes hand in hand with my physical transformation. Like, people are like, "Why are you doing the 21-day fix extreme again? Why are you doing another round? Like, have you not hit your goal weight?" And I try to explain to them that I needed to get back in check with my nutrition. Like, I'm not perfect. I have struggles where I, enjoy my treats and cheats here and there, but I needed to get back in check. So, those are the kind of things where you have to remind yourself they're not there. Where, you have your own goals, and, you have to know that you're going to have that negative peanut gallery standing there in your way. And it's so important to just, that's when personal development comes in. That's when we come in and say, you're more than that. We can do this together. So yeah, the training was about an hour, and he talked about the 5 steps to success, and then he really did a good comparison of, are you thinking like a business owner, or are you thinking like an employee? Like, are you thinking like somebody is, basically you're there at a job and you're being told what to do? I mean, because essentially you're your own boss, and you are running this business to where you want it to go. So he gave a lot of comparisons on how you handle imperfections, how you handle obstacles. An employee may say, they'll play the victim mindset, and it's not my fault. I don't know why that happened. Where an owner takes action and they continue to grow, and they say, okay, I have this imperfection. I'm struggling in this area. How can I improve it? So that was a really cool thing to kind of compare when it came to Beachbody, and how we have to look at that, and we have to look and see that we are our own boss, and we are the only ones that can continue to grow and can continue to improve on those things. So that was what I took for the most part out of the training. I also did just want to check in with you guys as we are closing out the end of the month. I did just receive the email from the Diamond Insider for the month. So I will go ahead and post in the group. Did you get it, Allison? Can you hear me? Okay. Ooh, I get excited when the bobbleheads are Success Club. Shalene Johnson. They're adding Shalene Johnson as a bobblehead. I can add that to my collection. But as far as the challenge packs, Pio is on sale this month. Shakeology and Pio for $140. P90X3 and Shakeology for $160. And the Pio Kickstart and Shakeology Challenge Pack for $180. And finally, the Ultimate Reset and Shakeology for $275, which it's usually $305. That challenge pack is amazing as far as commission goes when you sell it. It's always really challenging though, because it is the most expensive. But I have personally done it. I've seen the benefits from it, so I can share. If you're talking with somebody and you want me to give you my results from that, or I definitely have a lot of experience with the Ultimate Reset. So it's one of those programs where it may be for somebody who's not ready to commit to working out yet. They're really struggling with eating and their lifestyle choices. So that would be a great opportunity for them to kind of start right there and commit to those 21 days. And I mean, it's, as far as the results, it's amazing, but it was a complete turnaround on the way I felt after those 21 days. So it's definitely a program that I would encourage for people to do.
Is that the one that you had in your video today?
Yes. Okay. That was the first program that I ever did.
Okay.
It was, and I've done it 3 times. So yeah, it's a phenomenal program. You have to be committed. Like it's one of those programs where I love it because it's laid out for you. Like you know what you're eating every single day. But it's definitely one of those where, you can't have any cheats, you're eating really, really clean. The second and third week, it's vegan. There's no protein. There's no dairy. The second and third week, it's just basically veggies, fruits, and grains. So like your quinoa, you can have your beans and that sort of thing. So a lot of salad. I remember I just was like, oh my God, a microgreen salad again. Okay, I can do this. So it's a great program though. And again, I encourage people who say to me, I haven't worked out in years, and I'm, someone who's really, at that overweight level and really has no activity at all in their life right now, maybe to start there to kind of get that clean eating in check, and to really start seeing the benefits of clean eating and how you feel afterwards. So That's on sale this month. So I'll go ahead and post the whole email in the group now, and then you guys will see it tomorrow, of course. So how's everything else going? Anybody have any questions, concerns, things they want to chat about? Anything going on? Doesn't have to be Beachbody related. We can just chat.
I do. Did Jenna post something that she was going to have another open house or sneak peek?
Yeah, I don't think you were on yet. April 6th is
Okay.
the sneak peek for this month. Looks like we're going to do it monthly for sneak peek. So what are you guys thinking of? I wanted some feedback on my training. I have a lot of topics still that I'm planning on discussing and everything. The majority of the comments I'm getting from you guys and not any of the new coaches. So I just wanted to get your feedback. Do you have any coaches in there that have shared anything with you? Are they overwhelmed? Are they just don't have the time to do the assignments? I did this for everybody. Like, I wanted to make sure that it's just continuing to grow and to continue to teach these topics to everybody, regardless of where they are in the business. But do you guys have any thoughts, any suggestions that I can do to improve on the training?
I like them. I like the videos. They're helping me personally as being a new coach. So I just have to play catch up with my assignments because I've had a lot of personal life issues going on. So that's where I am with everything. But as a new coach, from my perspective, they're really helping me.
Okay. Do any of you guys have coaches that you have in the group?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you talked with them about the training and are they finding it helpful? Are they finding it boring? Have you gotten any feedback from them?
Yeah. Sharon has can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sharon is back to focusing on herself again and just trying to follow invite. So that's where she is, and having, and then just continuing to focus on herself. And Joanna is, she's doing an awesome job as well, and she's trying,
Joanna actually did reach out to me privately,
and I think. Yeah. And so we had a great conversation yesterday.
Good.
And it's just so much to, starting off, it took, I know a lot now in my brain, but it took a while to get there.
Sure.
So, I mean, do you guys have like a running like narrative or sheet, something that guides you, or something that you can hand off to a new coach that says, this is Success Club 5, this is how you reach it? I mean, there's just so much information.
Well, I think the Quick Start Guide does an amazing job with explaining that right off the bat. When I have the Quick Start Guide sitting next to me when I'm doing a Get Started Right call, and it explains right away how to hit Success Club, how to, the importance of rank advancing to Emerald as quickly as possible, what the 3 vital behaviors are, and how you should be incorporating it into your to-do list every single day. So I kind of follow that. And then now since they've got rid of Coach Basics, we're trying out these new like Jenna just started a training in the group, and some of the material is going to be the same that I'm sharing. We're kind of just doing a format, and we want to get your feedback on what's working, what's not working, what your coaches think, and then we'll continue to improve it to make it as best as possible for everybody. So I definitely encourage you guys also. I mean, if it's overwhelming for some of your coaches to add them into Jenna's, sometimes I just I still struggle with my leadership role. And I think sometimes she's hitting some points that maybe I haven't even touched on yet. And in my opinion, the more information, the more that they're getting out of it, the more that they're willing to put in, I should say. So, I mean, you can add them, but they also have to want to watch it, learn from it, and then, of course, do whatever the assignment is. So
I have 2 questions. One, Jenna just posted the personal development group. Chatter crash. I don't have it written down. But is that something that we can share in our group? Because I do not have all of my coaches in Healthy for Life, because I have so many that are just discount, but I think it would be good for them too.
Oh, absolutely. I know most of you guys do read the Healthy for Life stuff. But there are some coaches in Purpose for Life that maybe just read what I post, but that's why I put that in there.
Did you put it in Purpose for Life?
I did it today. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So can then I just share that into my group?
Absolutely.
I think it's not in yours.
I think it's going to be a great. I was reading I just ordered it today, so it's going to be a great book for many of us, and just an added. I can never have enough personal development, so. But yeah, absolutely. I'll share that.
All right. And my next question is leads. I didn't get one single lead this month. I didn't get a Success Club. Usually I get 2 or 3 a month. And I didn't get any this month. So I'm wondering what I do about that. If there's someone that I should call and Coach Relations and tell them, because I hit Success Club, I know last month, and I rank, I should get leads.
Yeah.
I didn't get any.
So this is the first month. Every other month has been
fine.
Customer lead, Success Club lead. Okay. I'm just not sure who you would reach out to. I wouldn't think Coach Relations. I would think Recognition, who does Success Club and all that. So
is that a different phone number?
Well, I usually email them.
Okay.
Let me look.
All right. Just send me a message. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Not that I really hear back from my leads anyway, but.
Well, I was watching another video today about this coach who has been a coach since 2008 or 2009, and she ranked very quickly to Emerald, and she's had thousands of leads, and she had, again, would reach out to them and not, but now she's had some from 2009, 2010 that are now coaches, and so you never know. I mean, I have 2 coaches that came from leads. Do I get a lot of nothing? Yeah, I do. Do I call and leave a message? Yeah, I do, and I don't get anything back. Do I call? I've had them hang up on me. So, I mean, it's just one of those okay, you're reaching out, and they may be willing, they may not. They may just not want a free coach. I
don't usually call, but I probably should.
Yeah, I start with an email, and if I don't hear back within a few days, I actually text.
Okay.
And then I call. I'm crazy, I know.
Good, I should.
Yeah, it took me a while. It took me a while to just bite the bullet and be maybe they don't check their email, or so that would be a suggestion. But I'll definitely check to see who we would need to contact to get the leads squared away.
Okay, thanks.
Of course. Anybody else? Are you guys thinking of doing the personal development group that Jenna posted about? Nina is, Allison is. Kristen, are you thinking about it, or you're not sure?
I have to look at it. But I honestly have not caught up. I just spent 10 or 20 minutes before this trying to make a video and doing 50 takes and deleting all of them. So that was a big waste of time.
You probably should just show us the real you. Like people want to see like you met, you know, we're not perfect. So people want to see that, the realness. I go back and look at like my videos where I talk and I say so many times. I try not to. It's terrible, but what can you do? You know, you're showing people you're genuine, you're real, and that's that. The one video you just did, you posted in the group about your dreams. You're like, yeah. I don't even know what to do here. Like, I was like, okay, this is a good start. We're good. We're getting there.
Yeah, I posted about 20 of those before I posted.
But it was good.
But
it was good.
So yeah, I need to catch up in some of the group pages. But I saw the first post. I didn't get to read all the details, but I'm almost finished. What am I reading? Girl Boss. So if there's something going on with the new book.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, I'll go ahead and post the April new Success Club. You know, all that good stuff for April, and then. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to message me. And I'm ready to rock this new month. I'm ready to, you know, like I said, I was looking at my goals today in March, and I hit some of them, but I didn't even hit Success Club 10, and that's like I just don't know what happened. So I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up this month, and I'm hoping that you guys have lots of goals to share with us in the group tomorrow for the new month, and I can't wait to hear about them, and we're gonna rock this month. So all right, guys, well, feel free to reach out to me you know, via private message, and I will talk to you guys soon. Next week we won't be doing a Zoom chat. A bunch of the guys on the team went to Texas last week for the Men's Leadership Conference, so they are going to be doing a call next Tuesday, to my understanding, about what they took away from it. They'll be doing like a round robin. So just to give you guys a heads up on that. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys. You guys have a good rest of your evening. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.